Hello everyone! Welcome back to another banner reaction. I'm DTM as always, and I have with me a very special guest, and returning to this channel, why don't you introduce yourself, BA Radiant Dawn?
Good day, everybody. This is BA Radiant Dawn, and yeah, I'm happy to be joining today. This should be pretty exciting. We kind of have an idea on who it might be, but I'm excited to find out.
Yeah, I mean, the silhouettes very greatly reminded me of Lorem and Sophia, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are speculating that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so we might get like an FE6 again bridal banner. Um, do you have any other predictions or hopes besides what we are speculating?
Absolutely no clue. I have barely played Binding Blade as it is, and I just came off of a crazy weekend, so I almost forgot to play Rock of Sieges yesterday. So
Yeah, both of us have been pretty busy, but it's always exciting when we have a new banner to react to. And yeah,
exactly.
yes. Let's get into it. But before we do, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to help support not only my channel, but to BA Radiance Dawn's channel as well. The link to his channel will be in the description. Please, please, please go subscribe. He is super amazing. And yeah, let us begin.
I appreciate that, buddy.
No problem at all.
I like the little legendary smear. It makes me smile. For those they adore, special heroes to battle.
Okay, this is Lilina. Okay, starting off with like one of the main candidates for Roy.
Ooh, blue tone cab. Okay. Wait,
okay, it appears.
Wait.
I'm going to speculate she has some like special cooldown shenanigans. Oh, yep, I see that. Wait, what is that?
It looks like it's a different version of a fortune skill.
Huh. This is yep, Sophia.
Oh,
she looks really good here.
Wow.
In all my visions,
so who's going to be the harmonic?
I saw that I would be a bride.
This is a harmonic, right?
Are they gonna do a duo?
I mean, if they're going to do a duo, I would have thought a duo with Roy and Lilina, but Lilina's already taken. Also, effective 1 damage. Wait, Cecilia? Okay, I guess Lorem is the Tempest Trial unit in that case.
General can blush like a bride.
This is literally just all of Roy's support options.
Basically. Oh, a rally. Wait, she's the demote. You get a rally as a demote? A rally plus?
Nice. I mean, is this with his dad? Yeah, okay.
Oh,
that's what I figured.
This is precious.
This is a father and son.
Right here.
And Roy is the lead, which I guess is to be expected.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, that is.
What is this? This looks really interesting.
Wait, was that a preferred C slot on a harmonized?
I mean, they've had those before. Also, Treachery looks really interesting.
Let's settle this.
I didn't even get to read that. I was under. I don't. Have they done a preferred C slot?
I know they've done preference. I think they've done preference skills before, like Crom with To Change Fate.
Well, yeah, but the legendary one already had that, so I thought he associated with them. I don't think they've ever done a preferred C slot.
Maybe.
I could double check. I have all of the harmonized units.
That's fine. Also, Lorem is indeed the Tempest Trial, so that makes sense.
Wait, so this is all Binding Blade except for, like, technically the harmonized?
Yeah, it's all Binding Blade. So Binding Blade, like, got 2 times in a row the Bridal Banner.
Huh.
Very interesting, indeed.
Indeed.
And yeah, we do have, like, the Tempest Trial, I mean, not the Fey Pass exclusive Spark. Honestly, very interesting. I mean, we did expect FE6, but I didn't expect all FE6 because, again, it was a harmonized unit. So,
and yeah, I can confirm there has never been a preferred C slot in any harmonized or dual unit.
Breaking new grounds, I guess. Although
Apparently.
I think, does Lilina have gifted magic? She does. Okay.
She does. Yeah, still water. That's well, we'll get to that in a minute. But I was correct in looking at that.
All right, let's take a look at this. True Love Roses accelerates special trigger. At the start of turn 1, grants special cooldown count -1 to unit. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack res +6 to unit during combat, and deals damage equal to 10% of unit's res. Okay.
Wait, what? So it's true damage based on res, and 10% is not bad. I mean, if you pump up res as high as it can go,
Right.
then like that would be like 6 or 7 true damage, which is not great, but it's not bad.
It's not bad. I think it would have been better if it was based off of attack, because since she does have gifted magic, you obviously want to stack attack as much as possible. That's the stat you want to stack, not resistance anyways. We'll have to see her stats, but like Legendary Lilina didn't exactly have good defenses or resistances. So I guess this is what differentiates her from that, besides being blue as well.
And I mean, still water, which we're getting to next. Grants attack res +7, inflicts defense -5. So it's like a different version of a fortress skill, which is kind of neat.
Right. It's like a
That's
mix.
nice.
Yeah, it's like a mix between life and death and the fortress skill, as you mentioned. So it's very interesting. I didn't expect them to start to release like more visible stat sort of skills, right? Because for the longest time, we only had life and death. So
You only had life and death in the fortress. It's weird that they're doing a brand new one now, but it's not really too like I'd rather run attack res catch and then like a menace.
I mean, the
in
thing
the
is,
slot.
like, this is visible, so it synergizes with gifted magic. So, which
Yeah.
gifted magic, since it's an AoE, it's based off of the visible attack. So I think that's what they're going with here. But I do agree it's probably going to be only for units that want to proc AoEs. So, like, and also, like, units that do not want speed.
I'm just laughing because I'm like, yay, another skill I can give my happy.
I mean, she can definitely use that. Do you run her with an AoE, or do you stick
I
with this
have an
guy?
AoE version for her, yeah.
Hmm.
So like this could be entertaining.
It
And then joint
could.
distance we've seen that before. Attack by star carries $2 nice. Let's see the practical move.
Wouldn't she rather have life and death, though, since she does have high speed? Or am I
No, she doesn't
mistaken?
really have a high speed. Her speed only like 20 something.
Okay, I must
In
have
all
been
my
mistaken
visions,
for
I
another
never
character
saw
then.
that I would be
So yeah, that would actually be pretty good for Happy, actually.
Let me double check. We're gonna pause
Well,
this anyway.
yeah, go ahead and...
I actually have life and death on my Lilina currently. Yeah, with life and death 4 and 3, she hits 34 speed.
Okay, never mind. Why don't you go ahead and read Dragon Bouquet?
22 base speed for mine, but she has some merges, so but yeah, she's typically slow as all heck.
Right. So yeah, why don't you go ahead and read Dragon Bouquet?
Oh, this is for Sophia, right?
Yep, Sophia.
Okay. Grants attack +3 at start of combat if unit's HP is greater than 25% or equal to. Grants spectrum +5 during combat. Grants weapon triangle advantage against colorless foes and disadvantage on colorless foes during combat. So yeah, it basically makes it, hey, if you're colorless, I've got weapon advantage now.
Right.
And unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Okay, so she's gonna be slow,
Probably.
but she'll still be able to double. Okay.
Unless, like, the opponent has a wary fighter effect or NFU.
Yeah.
So it seems like...
In which case, her ability to double, it will be based on a speed check at that point. So that's usually how
Right.
that interaction works. I know that because I use Brave Micaiah and I capped her at 80 speed, and I'm like, I will double you or I will double you, and you cannot stop me.
Yeah, that's how I run my Micaiah too. But it seems
Really?
like Sophia will probably have a hard time, since I'm going to assume she has low speed just based off her kit and the guaranteed double. So her weapon just has Spectrum +5, the Raven Tome effect, and the guaranteed follow-up.
Which is
I
not
get.
bad.
It's not bad. It's... Would you say it's good?
It would depend on the stats, because like if that speed buff actually puts her speed up to a reasonable level, and max speed on her, and do this and basically make a Brave Micaiah.
I mean, the thing is, like, she doesn't have armored or cavalry effectiveness like Brave Micaiah does.
True. So
And
she'd be a knockoff Brave Micaiah.
yeah, she's definitely not Brave Micaiah. Um, she's also going to be red, and she comes with attack res hold, which is like speed res hold, but for attack and res.
Which is nice.
It's nice. I don't know exactly how I feel about her as a unit. I think there's very few places you can actually use her in. Yeah, unfortunately, like, I don't really see much of a place for her. Again, like, her stats could, like, change that completely, but from what I'm seeing currently, it's not looking like it.
One thing that I would like to point out is typically the second unit for the past few banners have all been the fodder unit. They're not meant to be crazy good.
I mean,
They're
that's
meant to
true.
Be there for like fodder purposes.
But that's normally on, like, just...
Rally. She's got a tier 4 seat skill, and she's got a push in the 4th and the A slot.
Right.
Like, she could be fodder.
I mean, that's normally just for new heroes banners, though, right? Like, the Valentine's banner, every one of those, besides the demote, was a catch.
Like a bride.
They normally...
True.
Yeah. They normally only do, like, the fodder unit for new heroes. But anyways, moving on from that, let's go to Red Tome Cecilia. Bridal Orchid Plus. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants attack res plus 5 and bonus to attack res during combat equal to current bonus on a unit's attack and res. So... and
it's like bonus doubler?
Yeah, it's a bonus doubler specifically to attack and res. So, yeah, for an inheritable weapon, I think this is actually pretty good.
I can just imagine some of the funny strats that you can do with this now. It's like, yeah just double bonus doubler. Just
right. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what red mages that need, like, inheritables would benefit from this. I'm trying to think.
Any of the ones that aren't usually used.
Probably. I mean, I like it as a weapon. I don't think it's definitely not gonna break the meta, though. I don't think. But no. I mean, yeah, it is an inheritable weapon, so yeah, it's pretty decent, and it's a 4-star. So
I'm just seeing that the rally plus as a default. I'm like,
yeah, The caveat to that. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I love seeing this. This is adorable.
It is.
This is right here. I just realized something. Both Eliud and Hector have been part of a duo or harmonized with their child. That's precious.
True. Oh my goodness, I never even thought of that. All right, why don't you go ahead and read Blazing Polearms first?
You want me to do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So effective. So it enables Canto. Okay, that's all we need to know. It's automatically broken. It enables Canto. Free Canto.
All right.
Effective against dragons and beasts. Accelerates special trigger cooldown count -1 if unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally. Spectrum +5 and inflicts penalty on foes. Spectrum during combat equals 50% of total bonuses on unit during combat. Oh.
Max.
So if he gets +6 to everything, they get -3 to everything. So it's like a spectrum lull based on bonuses that you have.
Right.
That is kind of cool.
The thing is, it's set a maximum of -6. It would have been super cool if there was no maximum, but I guess didn't want that.
Inflict penalty on foes during combat equals 50% of total bonuses on unit during. Oh, it's a unit during combat. Oh, that's why I was like, wait, visible buffs, you can't really get more than 6. So, like, how are you supposed to get -6
right,
on
so, like, it's just, like, the
okay.
total bonuses. So, as long as you have 12 visible buffs, you get the max -6 to every stat, at least how I'm reading this. So, theoretically, if he manages to get all of his effects procced, he gets Slaying, all stats +5, and inflicts all stats -6.
Actually, I think I might be just translating this a different way, but it looks like the inflicts penalty on foes spectrum during combat equals 50% of total bonuses on unit during combat. So I think that's invisible buffs.
No. The during combat part is the attack speed minus attack speed def res -6 during combat. Like, there's no way to mathematically make that work logically.
Okay.
It's visible.
I
Pretty sure.
might just be dumb. It's okay.
No worries. Like, IS could definitely improve on their descriptions. Let's be real.
Yeah.
All right.
I it doesn't matter. I'll probably pull this unit because harmonized, and it's
True.
good art. Go figure.
Yeah, it's very good art. He has Kanto, effective against dragon and beast. Effective against dragons is definitely really good right now, since I definitely feel that dragons are very meta, at least in something like Summoner's Duels, which
Especially with the new Fallen banner being pretty much all
true.
dragons.
Actually true. Way to go, IS. Introduce the problem and sell the solution right away. Although obviously I don't think it was much of a problem compared to like last year's. But anyways, let's go ahead and read Flow Force 3, which I presume is the new inheritable B. If unit initiates combat, neutralizes effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks, and neutralizes units' penalties to attack and speed during combat.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's another one of those like flow, refresh, flow guards, that sort of skills.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
It's
this
like-
is better than flow guard or not. Like in general.
Penalties to attack speed during combat. I feel like there's a specific that it would be good for specific niche ideas.
Right. Or
So,
like,
I'd say flow guard would be overall better.
yeah. I mean, I think this could be good in Summoner's Duels as well, because penalties are pretty important with like menace skills everywhere.
Oh yeah. Actually, the fact that this is the fact that this just negates, like neutralizes any menace is actually kind of funny because
Well,
everyone uses menace.
Specifically attack speed menace, but yeah. But yeah, I think overall I still prefer Flow Guard, just in general. Obviously, like, Flow Force would be better in certain matchups versus, like, other matchups. But yeah, why don't you go ahead and read that interesting preference C skill?
Yeah, the first one out of any duo or harmonized unit. None of them have ever had it. There have been others that have had preferred skills, but those skills are on other units. Like Duo Alm has Lunar Flash,
Right.
but that was introduced on Legendary Alm.
Mhm.
Duo Crom has the
To change fate, which is a assist.
Legendary Crom, and I think even Kid Ike's was on another version of.
It was
Yeah,
a
it's just Radiant
special.
Ether.
Yeah, Radiant
Yeah,
Ether.
that's just an Ike thing.
Yeah.
So like this
Yeah,
is true. This is like a true first time there's actually been a brand new preferred skill on any harmonizer duo.
And let's see
Which
what
is
it.
pretty cool.
And why don't you read it out so we can find out what it does?
Sorry, I just had to gush about that because I'm like, this is kind of cool.
No worries.
At start of turn, if unit is within 3 spaces of allies other than Dragon or Beasts, grants attack speed +6 to unit and those allies for 1 turn. If 2 or more allies on your current team other than Dragon or Beast allies have total bonuses greater than or equal to 10, neutralizes effects that grant special cooldown charge +X to foe or inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit. Huh.
Okay. So
You don't. So
I mean, I think how it's worded here, it's okay to have dragons within 3 spaces of an ally. It's just like his C skill doesn't do anything to them. So from what I'm reading, he will grant attack speed +6 to himself and their allies within 3 spaces that are not dragons or beasts. And as long as like and it's just if there are 2 or more allies that are not dragon or beast, have total bonuses greater than 10, excluding yourself, which I think is a fairly easy condition to meet, to be perfectly honest.
Humanity will just proc that itself.
Yeah, there's no...
quite little, you just need 1 unit.
Yeah.
And attack speed +6.
Yeah, and there's like no range condition to that from what I see.
True.
And then if he does meet that, he gets tempo. Himself only, if I'm reading this. So unfortunately, it's not as good as like a drive tempo. I think that would have been really cool. I mean, obviously, Dual Roy getting tempo himself is pretty good. Like Brave Erica has the tempo as well, and that will just allow you to proc your specials. Getting attack speed +6 is also a decent buff, I guess. Although this is a visible buff, so
Yeah. Realistically, this is like half menace
mhm.
with like, but like your allies get a boost too, which is kind of neat. Could you imagine harmonized Roy here on the same team as like a Brave Marth? Just imagine that for a second. Brave Marth procs his special and boom,
Yeah. I
buffs
mean, you
everywhere.
can definitely make that work. And
That'd
it
be
helps
funny.
that, like, unlike other units that could, like, get buffs on the start of turn, he's probably not going to be dead weight. He can definitely go in and probably nuke. I don't think he's as good as, well, actually, from just this kit, he's not as good as, say, like, Dual Chrom or Harmonized Sonya. But we do have the Harmonized skill coming out that we need
Yeah,
to look at.
that lovely harmonized skill. Let's see what that does. Oh, yeah.
Also, I'm very sad that IS didn't have the guts to put Roy and Lilina together on a bridal banner, but I digress. Harmonized skill is grants Death Rest +6 and Treachery to unit and allies from the same title as units for 1 turn. And what Treachery does is that the unit deals additional damage equals to total bonuses on unit for 1 turn.
Oh, okay. And
So
there's no cap on that.
there's no cap. So it's like the inverse of dominance. So sort of like a Blade Tome effect, except it's true damage, not just a boost to your attack.
Yeah, this is just true damage, and you can get like 24 true damage just because you exist.
Right.
If you do
Theoretically, this will
it. Oh, I just realized something. The duo skill actually partners with the C slot to give a Spectrum +6.
it does. Well,
That is crazy.
wait, was it Spectrum +6 or was it just attack speed +6? I thought it was attack
So
speed +6 only.
yeah, but with the harmonized skill now, it's a Spectrum +6.
I see. Oh, I see it now. I see.
So that's a total of 24, and then you just pop, like, once you pop the duo skill, you're
Mhm.
just dealing an extra 24 damage for free.
Right.
That is crazy. I
Yeah.
like this.
This is a really very powerful nuking option, obviously. I think the one downside to this is that it is on a harmonized skill, so obviously you can't use it in like ether rates. But you can definitely use this in something like Summoner's Duels.
Oh, for sure.
And
Team.
and are there what other like FE6 or FE7 characters are like meta in Summoner's Duels right now?
I do not know.
Like I had to think about this because like if there's like a well Lilina I think could make good work of this, I think, especially in rotations with erosion as the captain seal to get through all the far save units, right?
Oh gods.
So
Brave Hector.
Brave Hector too, although I feel like Brave
Ascended
Hector
Idun.
Ascendant Idun, although I don't think they would make good use of this because they're mainly save tanks, right?
Yeah. Catria. Harmonized Catria.
Harmonized Catria, yeah.
Imagine quadding Harmonized Catria with true damage.
That
Just
would be
imagine
super
that for a
wild.
second.
Yeah, that synergy is super good as well.
Other than that, from what I have in my barracks anyway, there's not a whole lot else. Oh, Linja. True damage Linja.
That would have been so good if you could use that in Aetherite's offense consistently. But no, dual hindrances have to exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this is as broken as, say, like, either Harmonic Sonia's special cooldown charge or, like, Dual Ike's, Dual Chrom, Dual Dagger, obviously I think are way better, but this is still pretty good for increasing your damage, which is definitely very needed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. unfortunately, like true damage does get mitigated somewhat by like damage reduction. So, and unfortunately, Nana isn't FE6 or FE7, which would have been super good synergy right there, right? Like if
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, very
Oh,
interesting unit. I think. What are your thoughts on this unit?
I'm intrigued because they kept the Brave Eliwood
Mm-hmm.
Dragon and Beast effectiveness, which is really, really
Right.
neat. Then they just like this is basically just power crept Brave Eliwood, the unit. It's
Actually,
great.
true. And
One thing that I just thought of though, I was looking at Legendary Lin
mhm,
with that refine, and I'm like, dang, that's a deadly combo.
that is true. Is
Because
Legendary Lin actually going to come back now?
so if unit
Probably not.
initiates combat or foe's HP is greater than 75% at start of combat, deals damage equals 15% of her speed, and grants attack speed +5 to unit during combat. So she's already getting true damage from that. Plus, from this harmonized skill, that's a ton of true damage.
Yeah, a lot of true damage.
She could be a monster. That's entertaining.
Yeah, I think the Dragon and Beast effectiveness is actually super.
Let's settle this.
Excuse me,
I'm with
super
you.
good, especially
Mhm.
since like obviously it's effective against Idun and now Rhea.
You can do this.
And
And
being
the fact that he's an axe, he'd be even good to
We'll
take down
protect
Brave
you.
Hector now.
yeah,
If you wanted to do an FE7, FE16 team and Summoners duels, you can easier, and you'd still have an out to Hector, which is nice too.
right, yeah, being green is really good against like those Brave Hectors.
Oh yeah.
Although, yeah, Brave Hectors are normally a far save, at least in Summoners duels. But I mean, still can take down like legendary Dimitris and whatnot. I think that would be really good. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
overall thoughts on the banner? What are you thinking about this?
There's some shenanigans that you can pull in this manner. Again, I'm super excited about the fact that like a duo like a rally plus is on a demote. I love that so much. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Yeah, I just wish it was
So for
also in
anyone,
like the normal pool as well. That would have been really cool.
yeah, but this is about as close as we're gonna get for a while.
Yeah,
It's a shame that we couldn't get a. This was the easiest opportunity to give Roy a duo, and they just didn't do it. Although this is like in the same boat as Secret Salif,
yeah,
Tina Sanaki. Like they're like
they cheat
they're
essentially.
technically duos, but they're not.
Yeah.
But
It's because IS were cowards and didn't have the guts to put Roy and Lilina together on this banner. Like actual cowards. I'm so mad. But anyways,
I know it's such a missed opportunity.
yeah. I guess our viewers would know who we ship together.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But yeah. Overall, I think it's a like okay banner. Lilina, I'm very intrigued by since it's like legendary Lilina, but apparently having res and not season locked, of course. And Roy, depending on his stats and his matchups, might or might not be relevant in Summoners duels. Again, it's really hard to tell without like the stats and seeing like the simulations for the matchups. But he does have a lot of potential, I think, especially with the true.
I think if I were to take a guess for harmonized Roy,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna go the same route as Brave Hollywood, and that's like attack speed, lore defense res, right? Like right off the top of my
Yeah,
head. 'Cause
probably.
he's got, although his defense is not gonna be too shabby because he has that sturdy surge.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think his like attack speed is gonna be like sky high. His defense is gonna be pretty decent, and then his res is gonna be utter trash. If I were to take a guess.
Right. That's actually worrying because if like a dragon survives, Roy, then Roy will just immediately get deleted. In that case, if he has that low res, because he doesn't have damage reduction, at least from what I've seen. Although again, like his harmonized school will give the true damage. So yeah, it will depend on the matchups, I feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you going to be summoning on this banner? I think you are, right? You gotta keep up your
I
collection.
gotta keep the tradition alive. I have to.
How many orbs do you have currently saved?
Um, Yeah, see, I typically just buy orb packs.
Okay.
I've got like 5 orbs, so I'm gonna have to drop a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it.
All right, sounds good. As for me, I'll probably skip this banner. I would like a Lilina or a Roy, but like other than that, I'm not really too interested. I much rather have Hardy Fighter from the current Legendary Remix banner or Mythic Remix banner that's up right now, and seeing if I could snipe a Fallen Lilith with my tickets. But yeah, overall, I think I'm personally going to skip. But let us know down in the comments below whether or not you're going to be summoning on this banner or not. And yeah, any final thoughts before we sign off?
It's gonna be interesting to see how they interact in Summoners duels. That's the main thing. Cause like I want to see a theme team with the harmonized Roy. I want to see that.
I mean, that's really good potential. Like Harmonized Roy, Ascendant Idune. Like you can have like a full FE6 theme team, and I think that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and thank you, BA Radiant John, for joining me on this channel. It's always
No
super
problem.
fun to have you.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be invited and join you for videos in general. I always have a fun time chatting with you. So
Yeah, likewise. And yeah, for all of you watching, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to help support not only my channel, but BA Radiant's Dawn channel as well. Again, the link will be in the description below. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
See ya. Have fun on your summons. Good luck.
Good luck.